So I was taking apart this interesting little device here, toy of a sorts, for a future project, and once I took everything apart, I realized that this little beauty was a complete standalone remote controller unit with two outputs. Even takes 4 AA batteries. And all just popped out. So, I wonder, what interesting things can I do with this? We must test! Ah! So, upon putting batteries in the remote, I lift, and it works! It works perfectly, in fact. I chased the cat around a little bit. Ha 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 ha! But, next, this box is perfect the way it is. You can figure out different kind of hookups for it as well. But, this, because I won't be using this aspect for the future project. Oh, Lord. They heard me working. Look out! But, yes, seeing that I'm not really going to be using this for what I'm using the chassis for. Thankfully, I found out that the motors work now. I wonder what I can do with this lovely little pack. Let's find out. Wah! So, I went ahead and took the screws out. It looks like the antenna is attached by this connector and this screw. Interesting way of securing it. Might be handy in the future. We'll see. And if you flip the board, pulled off this tape from earlier, you'll see that it's all just simple connectors. Things rattling around in the background. Anyways. Yes, eat your chips, Dr. Havoc. Eat your chips. But, anyways, here at the lab, we're always hungry for one thing or another. As you can see, the buttons are push. So, like, I can make it go forwards or backwards with this, just by pressing this button down, and left and right with this button. And if you flip it, you'll see that there are only 2-part connectors. So this gives me an interesting idea. What if we were to make a remote control with this? Standalone remote control by itself. What would we need? Well, we could use one of these for a backup switch. Flip the switch, it turns a relay on, allowing for the connection of the other. And then basically using this as just the on-off switch. That's an interesting idea. We must see what we have first. So, after much work and deliberation, I've decided to go a different route. I have extracted the main board and power source from the controller, and it seemed the antenna broke off in the process, so I will be reattaching that. But I decided to just go with a crude, improvised look, utilizing the glue gun, and basically just sticking it all together. And yes, the little black box of glory is hooked up to the chassis, just so that way I can still check polarity, as you can see. Testing out the buttons, which is awesome that it has just regular push buttons. So that makes this process a little easier. And ta-da! Yes, there you have it. With a little bit of hot glue, a razor knife, and some cheap plastic made by the people, you can have yourself a nice, handy little remote. And the great thing is, if you didn't want to get rid of the car, just plug in the little black box and there you have it. Now, for our next experiment, well, portion of our experiment, place that there, we will test out this for other purposes, such as igniting one of these little puppies. Jump cut time! Hoo-ha! Alright, and here we go. I went ahead and just straight soldered a piece of wire to an old PC power hookup and basically to one of these bad boys. Let's secure it. This is hot. Turn it on. Ooh, gonna lose it here. And here's the antenna. Here's the controller. And here we go. Well, oh, there we are. And we have success. Now, this isn't the most reliable thing to use. I'll put it this way. This antenna could probably use a little more. And the batteries in this thing probably needs to be changed out. We will do another test some other time. But, for now, you have a fancy new way to set off your model rockets. Yes, model rockets. This is for model rockets. But, remember, this is all just an experiment. Hoo-ha! Like, subscribe. Thank you.